Hello everyone, my name is Maitri Bhavsar and I belong to Behavior Science Research Team of TCS Research India. Today I am going to present the paper Daily Journals Extracting Insights for Well-Being. This paper contains efforts from Deepa Adiga, Unnati Palang, Sachin Patel and myself. How did we get the idea of doing this work? During one of the journaling exercises that we conducted in our organization, we asked each participant about their day ahead, events during the day that made them happy or sad, and their mood during the day. In the responses, we found out that people talk about their office work, family related tasks, hobbies, official tasks, and health issues. They mention the important activities and events of their life which affected their daily emotion. For example, one of the response participants talk about official tasks like submitting paper and writing algorithms, family event like lunch with family, hobby like table tennis, etc. Thus she talks about various aspects of her life and she also says how much she is excited about algorithm writing, which shows that her well-being is good at work front. Thus we got the idea of making the system which identifies how a person is doing towards different aspects of their life by identifying, extracting and classifying self-reported activities of the person and analyzing it using emotional valence classifier. So VELT is the system that takes into input journal or diary text and outputs the analysis of different class of activities done by author or planning to do. It also identifies effects of those activities on emotional valence of the author. Here self-reported activities are the activities done by author of the text or activities that author is planning to do in future. This analysis provides the classification of these self-reported activities into one of 6 categories and how each class of activity affected the author. It provides personalized activity lines for individual with mapping to their emotions. It actually can help people to self-reflect which part of their life is affecting them positively or negatively over a period of time. They can alter or augment their activity for better well-being in the future. Now let's understand the architecture of the system. It takes as an input text obtained from the journaling interface, which is in the form of freestyle text narratives. This input is then given to main models in the system, emotional valence detector and activity extractor and classifier. Emotional valence detector model classifies the emotional valence of the author in one of 3 categories: positive, negative and neutral. Activity extractor and classifier system has 3 different subparts. Text is first given to candidate activity phrase detector, which identifies candidate phrases from the text using particular POS tag grammar, which identifies potential phrases from text that can be self-reported activity phrase. These candidate phrases are given to activity extractor to separate actual self-reported activity phrases from false candidates detected by the system. This classification is done using deep learning model. Output of activity phrase extractor is then given to activity classifier to classify each phrase into one of 6 categories. Now let's understand training of emotional valence detector model. For training, we used merging of 3 different datasets: journaling exercise dataset that we talked about in the first slide and 2 freely available Twitter datasets, emotion and airline review dataset. To convert Twitter dataset in usable format, we did its pre-processing where we removed RT symbol, URL mentioned and elongations. We also converted emojis into text format. For example, happy emoji was converted into happy text. After that, this dataset was given to deep learning model having embedding LSTM and RNN layers to classify each text into one of three categories: positive, negative, and neutral. This emotional balance detector gave 75% of training accuracy and 72% of validation accuracy. Now let's understand the method of activity extractor and classifier and how did we come up with it. So to classify each activity, we first needed to identify self-reported activities, and for that we needed to identify phrases that can be self-reported activities. So we used our own POS tag grammar to identify candidate phrases from input text. These candidates also contain referred activities and bad phrases. Referred activities are activities done by somebody else other than author. For example, he came to railway station. Here came to railway station is referred activity. Non-activity or bad phrases are phrases which does not show only activities done by the user. So, for example, it will give me good results. This is not any activity done by any of a human being. Thus, we need to separate these referred and non-activity or bad phrases from actual phrases. We call those bad phrases as non-activity phrases, and we need to separate them from actual self-reported activity phrases. For that, we need to know the context of each candidate phrase. Context is defined by maximum 3 prior and past words of the phrase in the sentence. For example, have lunch with my friends has I will as prior words and then will have as post words. Thus, this context and candidate phrases are then given to activity extractor to identify self-reported activity phrases. These correct phrases are then given to activity classifier to classify them into one of the 6 categories. For example, A to I are candidate phrases extracted from the example given in the first slide, and from that A to G were classified as actual self-reported activities and HI were the non-activity phrases. These A to G were then given to classifier where each of them were classified into one of the 6 categories. For example, have lunch with my friends classified in family and friends category. Now let's see the grammar used for candidate activity phrase detection. This grammar comprises of 3 main part of speech tag types: verb, noun, and propositions. We created our own grammar by trying various combinations of this part of speech tags and manually analyzed which grammar enclosed modes of all activities accurately. We used NLTK library for creating the grammar and applying it onto the text input to extract the phrases. However, as we discussed in the above slide, a phrase can be referred activity or non-activity phrase. Now let's briefly understand the architecture of activity phrase extractor, which takes the candidate activity phrase generated using NLTK and its context as an input. Activity phrase and activity context is separately given as input to 2 separate embedding layers, and output from those embedding layers is passed to 2 separate BiLSTM layers. Here, machine understands the sequence of words in input and outputs of both BiLSTM layers are concatenated to give as an input to RNN layer. RNN layer's output is then given to sigmoid layer having 2 classes: activity phrase and non-activity phrase. Similarly, activity classifier model also used combination of BiLSTM and RNN layers to classify each positively extracted activity phrase into one of 6 categories. Now let's talk about the data set used for training both activity extractor and classifier models. Activity extractor needed data set which talks about activities done in future as well as in past. It also needed activities done by author of the text as well as someone else. To take the activities done by the user in past, we used HappyDB dataset, where user describes the past life events that made them happy. To get future activities, we used New Year resolution dataset, where people talk about activities that they are planning to do in future. In addition to this, we used actual journaling study dataset that we talked about in first slide. We got training accuracy of 87% and validation accuracy of 86%. For activity classifier, we needed to first identify the important classes of a person's life. Initially, from behavior science literature, we got total 12 different classes. We tried to annotate 3000 of the input phrases into these 12 different classes, from which we got more than 90% of the activities pertaining to one of these 5 classes: family and friends, health and benefits, interest and leisure, official tasks, habits and preferences. This we made total 6 classes. This 5 and 6th class which contained all other activities that did not belong to any one of these 5 classes. We named this 6th class as unknown category. Thus we got total 6 different classes and we annotated all input data set in these classes. Notice that most of activities here belong to official tasks. Thus we trained classifier model on it and got 86% of training accuracy and 83% of validation accuracy. We conducted an evaluation study for testing the system on unseen data. This study involved asking questions about describing how was the participants' day in as much detail and how did they feel about activities today. To get the ground truth, we also told them to highlight the significant activities and also tell us about their general mood in the whole day. This question was asked to total 58 participants in our organization who volunteered to participate, from which 37 were male and 19 were female. We asked them to answer this question for continuously 7 working days, and from which at least 30 gave answer for more than 6 continuous days. The next table shows results obtained by running the algorithms on the taken input. Emotional wellness detector gave 71.3% accuracy from the input data. Candidate activity phrase detectors extracted 1893 candidate phrases. We manually annotated these candidate activity phrases to know the precision and recall of activity extractor system on unseen data. Thus, from total 632 total actual activity phrases, 454 were detected by the system as true positives and 178 were detected as false negatives. Remaining 35 that were detected as positives were actually non-activity phrases, which were falsely detected as activity phrases. Thus, activity extractor gave precision of 92.84% and recall of 71.8%. The true positive outcomes, 454, were given to activity classifier, and classifier gave overall accuracy, overall classification precision of 70.61% and recall of 76.6%. Here we show the confusion matrix of precision and recall of activity classifier and emotional valence detector. Activity classifier shows that as major amount of activities reported were from official activities and they were classified with precision of 87.69% and recall of 95%, which indicates that given proper amount of activities on each class, classifier can give very good accuracy. By getting the confidence about our emotional valence detector and activity extractor and classifier on unseen dataset, we made VACT analytics system which takes input from the person's whole day experience and gives weekly and daily analysis of his day. For daily analysis, it outputs the list of activities and classes of those activities with their affective state detected using emotional valence detector. In weekly report, system gives analysis of how many each type of activities that user listed affected their emotional valence in positive, negative and neutral way. This can help author to understand how their day was passed and reflect upon important things that they talked about and to summarize what are the most important parts of their life. Which part of their life person is feeling bad about or which part of their life is not paying attention to. For example, for given chart, person's habits are cause of negative emotion in their life and they can do something about it. Person can also be happy about the fact that no family and friends related activities are making them sad. But he also needs to make more time for family as there are very less number of activities reported related to this category. Thus, this report can help him reflect and work for better future. This system is dependent on third-party softwares like Glove Embeddings, NLTK. So error coming from those resources propagates to final system. This is one of the limitations of the current system. We also faced missing personal pronoun problem where person does not use I while writing the casual text. This introduced some error in activity extractor. Training data corpus may not be considered very relevant to the test data or the data that we find from journaling, so it might not be very comprehensive. Thus, in conclusion, VACT is first of its kind tool to extract, classify and analyze self-reported activity and emotional valence. Emotional valence detector accuracy 70.1.3%, activity phrase extractor precision of 92.84% and recall of 71.8% on unseen data. This also provides analysis of summary of activities performed and corresponding emotional valence in a graphical form, aiding reflection on journal entries. In future, we would like to work on activities which a person could not do. For example, I could not go to temple today. I am feeling sad about it. So, activities which person could not do also affects their life. We also want to distinguish between planned and performed activities, and we want to deploy our system on web and mobile interface. Here we have the example of one of these deployments, diary entry screen, where person can enter into the diary and save it for the analysis. On this note, I would like to end this presentation. Thank you.